Hello?
Yeah, you're on the air live with Tonya. What's your name?
Hi, it's Reine Bijou.
Hi, Reine Bijou.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. This is one thing that I wanted to throw out there that nobody really ever talks about. I've noticed that Black men and white women have a lot of things in common with each other. And I see why they gravitate towards each other and why this husband and this white woman was able to do this to his wife.
What? Okay,
Black
so you
men,
gotta elaborate now. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm gonna elaborate. Black men and white women are protected by the opposite gender of their race, no matter what they do. They're protected by the opposite gender of their race. They're given the opportunity to come back no matter how many times they mess up. You cannot do anything to a white woman in this country. She's protected, okay? And you basically can't do anything to a Black man because women are going to come in and save the day for him. You know, Black men are not taking responsibility for themselves, their children, or their community, but they're catered to. White women, if they want to walk away, they can walk away. And people will make excuses. They could walk away from their children, their husbands, this, that, and the third. And people make excuses. Oh, well, you know, she was overwhelmed. She was fragile, this, that, and the third. And another white man will take her on. She could even leave. I've seen white women leave white men altogether and say, oh, I'm not dating any white men, and go and have children with Black men. And then they turn around and say, well, you know what, I'm maybe gonna go back to white men. And guess what? They're able to find themselves a white man to take care of them and those half Black children.
I haven't seen that now. I haven't seen them come back with no fluffy-headed little light-skinned kids and the white man open arms. I've seen them say take those nigglets elsewhere. So I've seen that. How many? Hold on. I need to do a survey. Hold that thought. I need to do a survey. All right. We're going to use the number 4 and 5, okay? So get your keyboard ready. If you have seen white women come home with their little fluffy-headed, little lights, their cafe a lot kids, and a white man take them on, put up the number 4. If you see them try to come back and they like take them nigglets elsewhere, put up the number 5, okay? So we're gonna do that survey. So go ahead and talk while the survey coming through. Go ahead.
All right. So, if you look at a Black man and a white woman, they're selfish. They're a perfect match for each other. They're selfish. They don't care about anybody else. They care about their personal happiness, do what makes you happy, do what makes you comfortable, and whatever. If you look at what white men have done to create the comfort for white women on this globe, no white woman should be after any other man but her white man, because he has done everything to make this world comfortable for her. But she's still not satisfied with her white man. She wants a Black man, an Asian man, a this man, and a that man, and a every other one. And no other woman has stood by her man through the worst of the worst of the worst in the history of this world like a Black woman has done for a Black man, and still do. And yet that's not even reciprocated. They're never, ever 100% for Black women.
How interesting. How interesting. You know,
The dynamic is that they're a match to each other. They have the same selfish mentality.
Interesting. This is going to take some more explorative thought. So, my dear, people are putting up the 4s. They've seen this too. I have not seen it. I have not. I've seen the parents. I've seen the grandparents take in the little fluffy-headed kids, but I have not seen a new man come and do it and be like, oh, we're gonna have a family and your kids got afros. I ain't seen that. I
live in a predominantly white neighborhood. Okay, it's actually white, period. And I've been living here for the last now 17 years. Okay. I've never dated anybody here since I've been here. One of the reasons why is because I've seen how cheap Black men are since living here. I've just seen how cheap that they are and how much value that they place on their penis rather than their person and their intellect. I mean, to me, there's so much to a black man. There's no man greater than a black man on earth, period. But they don't see their worth. They don't see their worth. If they knew how much they were worth, they would know their worth by how much their women have supported them through every single thing that another woman would not respect her man for. We literally sit and watch our men get punked in front of us for centuries, and we still with them. I mean, you got to imagine that women during slavery were watching their men be raped, and yet they still, today, we still stand beside a black man, and we still okay with our men. You see what I'm saying? We have stood solid with black men through everything, and they have no loyalty to us. And white women have no loyalty to their men.
Well, you know what?
They have loyalty to their happiness.
Listen.
And black men have loyalty to their happiness. They don't have loyalty to anybody beside themselves.
Well, listen, I will say this because since starting my matchmaking business, I have looked into the numbers, because when I was thinking about when I was deciding what my niche was going to be, I had to do research on which segments of the population are best suited. And when I looked into the relationships of black men and white women, they have the highest divorce rates nationwide. So the national average is 50%. The black men, white women union has an average twice as high as the national average. So, well,
do you know why?
Yes.
I can give you my idea of why, because I sit here and I look at it every day around me.
Okay, well, teach us
both
then.
Both of their decisions to be together is based on vanity. Both of them. Both of them are together based on vanity. They're both selfish creatures looking to, step outside of whatever they thought was complicated with their own.
Listen, people want to send you friend requests. What's your name in the comments? So people, make sure you write in the comments, because people want to friend you. They text saying that you are speaking a word today. It's
Reine Bijou. I'm in there. I said hello, and I put a flower next to it to you. So I'm in the comments. But it's just like, I've seen it. I've seen it here. I've had white girls be friends with me. Like, literally, I've noticed in my friendships that I've been here, they have almost never been friends with me on a genuine friendship. It's always something behind it, and what I realized was I was an accessory to black men. For most of the people that hung out with me that were white women, they didn't hang with me because, she's a nice person, I want to be friends with her. Maybe that was on the surface, but on there was an agenda internally. Hey, I cannot get a black man on my own because I'm not in this culture, this, that, and the third. So let me get close to this girl who knows black men, who is black, and I'm just going to figure out what the culture is. And then, I'm going to use her, branch off, get a guy, and this, that, and the third. So it's all about me, me, me. And the same thing with the black men. They're dealing with you. Oh, you know what? You're friends with all these people here. Well, let me come on over and chill too. It's all about having a good time. None of it is, there are a few relationships that I see that are interracial relationships that are solid relationships built on something, solid and an actual concrete situation where we love each other. This is, an actual story of family. We're building something true. We don't have any agenda that we're trying to, fulfill. Most of these people that I see here are just trying to create mixed babies. That's it. When I asked many of them, I had a hair salon for 10 years, and I would sit and I would ask black men and white women, why do they like each other? And almost 99% of the time, the answer was vanity. It was about sex.
Oh, Lord.
I didn't hear any other quality. I didn't hear any other quality of, you know, why they were interested in this person as far as the depth of the person. What does this person have to offer me creatively, culturally, protection, financially? No, I didn't hear any of that from the women. I heard penis.
I'm shooketh.
And then, no, all I heard was penis. And black men sit and hear and listen to that, and they're okay with it because their sense of pride is not there. You know, their sense of, you know, being masculine and being a provider and being a protector is not there, because if you're a provider, a protector, and all those things that are supposed to be within the nature of a man, you would feel so cheap to be regarded as a sexual tool. Because you would actually esteem yourself higher than being, you know, qualified only by penis. If it took penis to run the world, black men would be the top of the world. Okay? It doesn't take penis to run the world. Right now, the world is being ran by white men. I don't see where they're not understanding it. Penis is nothing.
So then what do you think this will do? Because listen, you done snatched out my whole aura from my being. I'm surprised my spine is still in space, child. I almost passed out over here. Oh, if my crown wasn't so regal, I would have done ripped the head wrap off my head. You done snatched my edges so close to my scalp, child. But go ahead. Let's talk solution.
No, because if you look at white men and you look at black women, we have a lot of things in common. White men work to protect and provide for their society, number one. And they will provide for other people, but they will provide for themselves and their society first. Same as black women. Black women will help anybody, but we're going to kick ass for our team.
Okay. All right.
You know, the personality dynamics, I'm thinking sometimes people are thinking, oh, you know what? You know, this interracial dating thing is this, that, and the third. A lot of the times when I see a white woman and I see a black man together, I'm happy for them, because in my head, I'm saying they deserve each other. They deserve each other.
Lord, child, listen.
They fucking deserve that bullshit that they create together.
Listen. Woo. Ladies, go pick up your wigs off the floor and put them back on. This caller has snatched off our wigs, came for our edges.
No, seriously, they're both selfish as hell. They're both about their little vanity, their little happiness. They're busting their nuts. They're making the mixed babies. They're doing this. They're not building a damn thing.
Well, yeah.
I have never seen them team up and say, you know what, we're going to build a community up. As many white women that today have black children, you would think racism would be a lot less of a problem. You would think that, you know, you would have a lot more white women on the picket lines advocating for violence against black children, since now they are mothers of black children.
No, they are mothers of biracial children. And colorism is the bastard baby of racism. So let's hold on. So let's not pretend as if they don't have the benefit of having little fluffy-headed kids and little light-skinned cafe au lait children. So don't act like, oh, racism would be gone. As a matter of fact, racism and the bastard child colorism actually works in their benefit, because the niggas get shot down and the light-skinned kids get raised up. So let's bring that to the forefront right there. So it behooves them. It behooves them to be like, no, there's a difference between us. I don't see color, nigga. I don't see color. But I don't see you getting shot down.
See color, because most of the children that they have with black people end up being married to another white person, and the next generation, they have already erased the visibility of black, but they kept the DNA to keep their genetics going. That's how white people are going to maintain themselves on this earth, through black DNA, through one mix first, and then they go back to white, and it physically looks white, but the DNA keeping it strong and alive is black.
Okay, somebody in the comments said that you sound salty. What's your response to that?
I sound salty? No, I'm not salty at all. I'm passionate when I speak, so it may sound like I'm salty, but I don't hate any particular group of people. I don't think that anybody is better than anybody. I just am an observant person, and I pay attention to things, and I pay attention to detail, and I synchronize things. I just put things together. I look at things in a different way.
Okay.
And I think about things that other people necessarily don't think about. And I like to throw in that subject that, hey, you know what? I never thought about it that way.
Okay. Well,
because I like to hear when other people, when other people say something that I've never thought about. I mean, to me, if I think they sound salty, I say to myself, well, you know what? What makes me think that they sound salty?
And you know what? I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go because you've been on the longest out of everyone. You got 3 times the amount of time at 16 minutes. So I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna open up the phone lines for one more phone call. I want to hear from the person who says that they think she sounds salty. Why? I want to hear that. All right. So listen, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so much, Drea. Oh, wait, that's not Drea, right?
I'm not salty, and I love everybody, all right? No, race problems, nothing like that.
That was Bijou.
Just keeping it real.
Okay. La Reine Bijou.
All right.
All right, I'm sorry, I'm still calling out Drea's name from New York. All right, so listen, the phone lines are open. I want to hear from the person that says that she sounded salty. You got all these ovaries to type in the comments, so bring those ovaries over to the phone and bam, bam, bam. Let those ovaries hit the keypad, boom, 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 and call in. Let the ovaries dial me now. Dial me now. Come on. Thank you for watching, and thank you for hitting the like button and leaving your comment below. And also thank you for making sure that you're subscribed and that the bell notifications are on. Come on over to TonyaTKO.com/subscribe and make sure that you're on my personal mailing list, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace.